All right, guys, this is going to be the my write-up for all-in-one. It's going to be a little walkthrough. So we're going to start by pinging the server. Oops, I made a mistake there. So I always do -C4 flag. It just sends 4 pings off. If not, you'll just keep pinging indirectly. Nmap -P -T5. That's going to be all ports 1 through 65, 536, and then -T5 is going to be the most aggressive scan. Now, for Boot2Root, you can get aggressive on your scans, but when testing real servers, you do not want to do that. I mean, unless you're testing the load that it can, I guess, handle. I guess that could work a little bit, but usually I'll stick the default's T3, but I'll stick to whatever. So we get 3 open ports, 21, 22, 80. So SV, SC are new Nmap flags. These are going to do some service detection and some probing, and you'll notice I just do a -P, the ports that we found. So 21, 22, 80, wait for that to happen. It's going to do a little bit of thinking because, it's lazy. Okay, so FTP, SSH, and HTTP. So we get anonymous FTP login allowed. Probably should check that out. So FTP anonymous at our IP address, and then you can't see it here, but I type anonymous there. It's just anonymous, and we get a login. Let's find our directory listing. Nothing. We're in some sort of root directory, and it doesn't seem like there's anything interesting there, so we'll just exit out. Okay, next step. I recognize OpenSSH 8.2 is new. We're going to skip over that. So let's check this FVS FTPD version. Search exploit, great command, absolute phenomenal command to just find quick exploits. No, don't get anything. Sometimes you can throw it in quotes. I put, no exploits there. How sad. So nothing for that specific version. So let's see, moving on a little bit. Gonna go fuzz our web server. And this is just one of many word lists. This is kind of a blanket word list I like to use for these Boot2Roots. So -W is for word list, -U is for our URL. Oops. Can't be doing that. -U. Come on, Nico. What are you doing there? Fuzz is going to be where we're throwing all the, I guess, target words from the word list. So we're buzzing. We're looking for just any files or whatnot. Oh my God, what was I doing here? Let's see. Oh. So make sure you add the HTTP in the front. And oops, forgot the -U, Nico. Come on, man. -U. Oh, that was painful. Okay, so it's going to think. Already found a WordPress directory. That's great. The other stuff just looks like comments. I should probably clear that word list out because it's crappy. We'll at least clear that out. So we go visit. We get a WordPress site, standard WordPress site. So let's go have some fun on this Boot2Root box. So we're going to go WordPress scan it. Oh, that was gross. Excuse me. What are you doing, Nico? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So WordPress scan is a great vulnerability scanner for WordPress. So we're going to hit that URL, check it out, see what it comes up with, and let's give it a go. All right, so found some headers, XML RPC, very old, very old. What's it, 5.5 or something? Let's see, found a README, that's great. Uploads directory, that's active, that's nice. So we're going to probably go visit that. 2020, yeah, that's nothing important. Great, just giving us crap. Who cares? So, continuing on. Let's see. Gotta get some hits in. Let's see. WordPress version 5.5, clearly outdated from 2020. I think we're on 6.8.9 now, if I remember correctly. Found a theme. Mailmaster and Reflex Gallery, some plugins. Okay, great. So let's search exploit those. Always search exploit your plugins. Just see what you can come up with. Nothing. Let's check Mailmaster. Yeah, also nothing. What a bummer. Okay, so now just because something doesn't appear in Search Exploit doesn't mean it's not showing up on Google. So we're going to go Google about this stuff. Let's see, what do we got here? Remote code upload or file upload issue. What is that? Version 3.1.3. Okay, and our identified version was 3.1.7, so it's not going to work. Well, bummer. Okay, so continuing on. Oh, I guess we'll just go check this exploit DB, which is taking forever to load, which is great. Love when the internet connection sucks. It's kind of a bummer. Whatever. So Mailmaster. Let's find out. Go search it, even though search exploit didn't return anything. Wow, nice typing. And oh, it looks like we've used something before. Oh, sorry, I just had a burger. Disgusting. So, man, this thing's taking forever to load. Come on, wake up. Wake up. Think, Mr. Computer, think. Holy cow, bad internet. I don't know. So anyways, this is the, oh, look at that. We found a GitHub. We got a GitHub to load. Okay, so it looks like somebody already wrote an exploit for this. Whatever. Oh, it just looks like some stupid Python code. Whatever, doesn't seem to. Super CV 2016. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. I wonder if search exploit has that as its CVE. You can do a search exploit dash CVE flag, and it'll identify something, try to identify an exploit by its CVE, see if there's any exploits in the exploit database, but I don't think we're going to do that right now. I think we're going to kind of stick to our, we're going to do it raw. Yeah, we don't need a little whatever, little pre-made script, although you can, but sometimes it's just fun to write your own crap. Okay, so proof of concept. Okay, so simple file inclusion. Nothing crazy. File inclusion, basically accessing files on a website you're not supposed to by changing a file name parameter. Great. So you see PL equals etc. password. Etc. password sits on every Unix system. Basically shows what users and stuff are in there. Nothing too complex. Does not have passwords sitting in there, but it does show which users are in there. So if you can successfully read that from a file include, that is a good sign that the application is vulnerable. And if it's vulnerable in one place, it's vulnerable in a lot of places. It's a good rule of thumb. So we'll just whip up a little bash scripty here. Better put some quotes around that, Nico. What are you doing? It's kind of fun commentating on myself. See how freaking stupid I am sometimes. Someone forgot his bash syntax. Come on, buddy. Nope. Come on, set a variable. Nope. Try again. You got it backwards. It's so much different when you're like schmoovin' and then you just like forget stuff, but just watching it on repeat is like it's like watching game highlights. Ah, there you go. Only took like 30 seconds to figure it out. Great. Okay, so we're setting a target file equal to our command line argument, our first command line argument. And then we're going to replace our file with target file, whenever we provide the script. What are we doing here? File name equals, what are you trying to do right now? Oh, target file.txt. Yeah, okay. So that was initially smart, but you'll see here in a second why it was not super intelligent. Look at me commenting. Here's a script where we can provide the file name to the, geez, dude, type. Oh, man. File name as an argument. And what the hell am I doing? And we will save it in a file name, whatever the payload was that we put in. It's crappy, but it gets the job done. Man, you're right, Nico. You're absolutely right. All right, make that executable, an executable bit, script.sh. You forgot the file name. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get it done. Get it done. What are you doing? Oh, I thought that my script was messed up. Nope, you just forgot the argument. There you go. I figured it out pretty quick. Okay, that's good. And you'll see why that's an issue. You cannot write it to etc. password on my disk. And it's going to take me a second here to figure out what the problem is. And it's kind of embarrassing, but look, I think it's important that you guys see me mess this up. Oh yeah, see, look, I figured out quick. Oops, I effed up. And the winky face. Great. Yep, delete, delete. Yeah, we'll just probably print that to console, I think, is what I do here, if I remember correctly. Let's just print to console. Oh, there, yep, there we go. All right, good. And voila. We feed it a variable, a file name that we want to read, and then, okay, so we'll just pipe that into an actual file that of my own name, password.txt, cat that out, cat, caps lock's on, cat password.txt, there you go. Okay, great. So now we've got a little system that works here. And we can just kind of feed it any file we want to. So my next thought was, what is this? We're reading the shadow file. Okay, so we can try and combine the shadow and the password file. And we're going to try to crack the actual password. But for some reason we can't read the shadow file. So what am I doing here? Oh, PHP filters. Yep, that's not a bad strategy. PHP filters are great for reading files that we do not have access to as users because the PHP engine is actually reading it. So the web application thinks that it's allowed to read it, when really it's us just slapping some crappy code in there, just doing a little trick. I'm not sure who discovered this actually. It's a pretty good trick though, pretty smart. But it does not seem to work here. Oh no, I forgot the syntax. Yeah, see, no output. That sucks. All right, what am I doing next? Come on, man, cook. What you got? By the way, this all-in-one is an easy box. It took me like pretty long time to get it, but that's okay. Still got it in the end. So var www.html is basically where most web servers are going to live. I'm sorry, where most websites are going to live on a server. So it's just a standard path, HTML, and then whatever your code is. So that's like kind of I'm going to call it the root of the website. Not really, but when you're looking at a server, that's what the paths will typically look like. But it doesn't seem like we can get a read here. For whatever reason. So I'll keep trying. Slap a filter on it. Nothing. PHP filters are honestly a fallback for me when it comes to file inclusion. Well, if the website's running on PHP, which WordPress does, which is why I'm spamming that. If it wasn't WordPress, then obviously a PHP filters, or if the website's not running PHP, then obviously a PHP filter is not going to work. But in our case, WordPress is driven by PHP. So yeah, we'll spam that. Anything with file inclusion on PHP sites you definitely want to try a filter. There's a lot of these filters. I actually wrote a script to iterate through I want to say 1,000 of them, which honestly is kind of a lot, but you don't have to combine each one. Just in case some are blacklisted, you might still be able to get a read. But besides the point. So what am I trying to do here? Trying to get a... Why is it redirecting to index? That was weird. That was funky funky behavior. I don't know why. Usually index.php will sit, but it just keeps redirecting to frickin' WordPress, the WordPress directory. Strange. Kind of confused me, as you can see. Like, what do I do? What do I do? Why do I have 4 tabs open? Look at, I'm so confused right now. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Oh, that's a thought. Okay, config.php exists. Good thought, good thought. WordPress config.php sits on, I think, every WordPress site. I could be wrong about that. I mean, you'd have to do some like overwriting of it for it not to exist, and I don't know if it can function because I think you need, that's where the credentials sit for users or whatnot, and SQL databases that are connected to the WordPress site. So, voila, we get a lucky read. Look at that. So you see all that garbo right there that returned? We finally got a read on WordPress config.php, but here it's blank, right? Well, we use that PHP filter trick to read it. And I'll link the my blog post about that. I go more into detail in the description, but yeah, we got a read, which is great. Go back to the terminal, goofball. Trying to explain something here. What the hell am I doing? You just got to read, dude. Okay, so that's base 64. You'll notice the filter is convert base 64 encode. So whatever the page code is, whatever the page PHP is, it's going to convert it into base 64 text, which is that garbage that you see on there, right? So this is why I wanted to write the script, was so I could just get all the info in my terminal and just pipe to files if I needed. Oh, what am I doing here? Hi, friends. This is a PHP filter attack. Yeah, just explain that. Whatever. Let's see my explanation on the fly. Has more privileges than we do. Yeah, that's true. All right, not bad, not bad. We can read it. Yeah, we can. What? Oh, man, I cannot type, man. The server thinks we are allowed to see it. Yeah, I guess that's a crappy explanation, but see this forbidden page, right? And if a page, you visit a page in browser and it shows up blank, like you just saw in WordPress config.php, that does mean it exists. It just means we're not allowed to see it. Some web servers will just serve you a blank page instead of a 403. I'm not sure if you curled it, if it would return a 403 or if it would return a 200, but I mean, I guess I can boot the box up and try if I really felt like it, but whatever. You get the idea. I did a write-up on the Sort of Attack my blog. Yeah, I did. Okay, so here's our code. So check this out. So now when we can just execute that, and we'll just pipe that right into a base 64-D. No, not an xclip. We don't want to do an xclip. We're not copying anything. Base 64-D. Yeah, and it'll decode it. Voila, there's our page PHP code that we couldn't see before. Okay, so there should be some usernames and passwords in here. Yup, Eliana and SQL database password, hackme at 123. Awesome. And there's some other crap in there I don't really care about. So let's take note of that. Ugh. Excuse me. WordPress config.php is an important file containing important info. Yes, it is. Now, on other WordPress versions, this type of attack might not have worked unless there has been an exploit found for it. See, this specific attack, what we were able to do because Mailmaster was the version of Mailmaster we were running, well, this site was running, was specifically vulnerable to file inclusion. So don't think just because you're pen testing a WordPress site that, oh, well, I can just do a PHP filter and it's just going to do whatever. I mean, if there's a part that all these security researchers have not touched, maybe a plugin, maybe whatever, then yes, you could find one, but I don't want you to think like, oh, I'll just go find a page equals on WordPress and spam this, then be like, oh, well, why is it not working? Well, it's because it's a specific vulnerability to the specific version. So let's see. Remember we had, port 80 on HTTP. There we go. So great. So we kind of did what we could with FTP. Let's see if these creds work. To SSH. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good thought. Was Eliana an admin? I don't know if she was. Where did I see that? Well, let's see. From the etc. password. Maybe it did say admin. I don't remember that, but. What am I doing here? What the hell you doing? Come on, bro. Oh, I remembered I had saved it. Yeah, maybe she's not an admin. I don't know what I was thinking. I must have been confusing something. That's okay. Well, we're still going to try it. Let's see, what are we doing? Maybe not admin. Still want to test, though. Okay. Nope. Don't need to specify the port unless it's not on port 22. It'll default. It'll always default to 22, I believe. Yep. User Eliana. Yep. Accept. Great. And copy that password. What was it? Hack me or something weird? I don't know. Hack me at 123. Very creative, guys. Thank you. And fail. I always get sussed out because I can't ever see when I'm SSHing into something. I can't ever see myself typing the password, which is, I guess, a good feature. But I'm like, oh, is there like an extra space in there? Like, what's going on? It's like, ugh. So I try like multiple times. No, maybe the third time will work. Nah, man. No, it's just the wrong password, I think. If I remember right. Yeah, it's not anything special. Oh, I'm really checking this. What'd I do wrong? Why isn't it working? I got the password. Oh, man. Look, I'm literally double checking the freaking PHP code. Oh my gosh. Yep, Eliana. No, not the database name. Check the etc. password, etc. password, whatever. That's why I call it. I'm sure that's not what people who know what they're talking about call it, but it's how I read it in my mind. So, bummer. No SSH access for her. Sad face. These are still important creds, though. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's one thing. Just because you can't get into something now, always take notes because you never know what you're going to find down the line where you can use what you've, credentials, whatever that you've already found. Look at this. So obviously our next try is going to be in the WordPress front end. If you can get shell access via SSH, I mean, you're in pretty good shape. So I always try that stuff first, and then if not, then we go from the front end and see if we can somehow connect ourselves to the back end. Slow VPN access again. It's thinking. Yep, we'll go back, try again. Jiggle the mouse around like it's gonna do something. I don't know why that's like my I don't know why that's like my go-to. Like work faster, work faster. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, so this video's going to be uploaded with no audio as well, just in case you want to follow along. So that's why I'm putting notes in there. So please excuse me like commenting on things multiple times through text and just through, I guess, audio. Okay, we're in an administrator. After breaching the front end of WordPress, bet thing to do, best thing to do. Man, somebody donate me some money for a typing lesson. Best thing to do is call a reverse shell home. Yes, this is true. Since this is, how do we do this? I can think of like two ways. I'm sure there's probably more than two ways. My favorite method is editing the 404 page. Yep, that's actually a very good method for WordPress. Yeah, not a bad method at all. You can upload your PHP code and have it call home when you visit a page that does not exist. Yes, sir. Let the man cook. Simple enough. All right. So let's go back to our dashboard. And what the hell am I doing? It's not where it is. I mean, could you do it through here? I don't know. Nah, whatever. Let's go to... No, it's not settings. Go to appearance. Isn't it an appearance? I can never remember. Oh, now it's lagging. Come on, man. Jeez. Nothing worse than a slow VPN connection, huh? Slow internet, just in general. Ugh. Nope, wrong spot. Wrong spot, buddy. Man, watching my workflow sometimes just hurts. Like, dude. Come on. Yeah, no, you had it. Dude. Oh, I was waiting for the page to load, maybe. I was just looking around. Is that what's going on? Sorry about the slow internet. Yeah, lame. That's what's tough, too, about... I mean, you've got like so many tabs open when you're doing this stuff. Google searches, terminals, I mean, the actual web page that you're testing. Theme editor. Hey. Nope. Yeah. Alright, so we can edit our themes here. Go to the 404.php. I'm thinking. I guess I was tired or something when I shot this. My gosh. There you go. Okay. Process. Alright, so this is what a 404 page looks like for the 2020 template on WordPress. What am I doing? Just reading the code or something? Nothing too interesting, man. Just some HTML and some embedded PHP. Now, if you are a PHP programmer, I would highly suggest you write your own reverse shell. If you are not a PHP programmer, like myself, then you're going to go do a quick Google search, find some red team operators that have dumped their shell for use, and go use it. So, good rule of thumb here is if the tool doesn't exist, program it. If the tool does exist, why would you program it in the first place? You're wasting time. Unless the tool doesn't do exactly what you need to do, then you are not wasting time. If you want it to do a certain thing and some other online tool can't do it that exact tailored thing for you, then program your own tool. But other than that, there's a lot of good resources online. One thing I would suggest against is using these freaking AI chat bots to program stuff for you. especially when it needs to be tailored and highly, I guess, it needs to do exactly what you want it to do. If it's just a get the job done type thing, then yeah, go use those chatbots. But for stuff like this where you have to be precise in what you do, I would not suggest using chatbots. Or if you do use them as a framework and then go in, edit, and make the code exactly as you want. Because I do believe they can save you time when programming or whatever, but I also believe that they can be a huge downfall. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've tried to like get it to do something, and the problem with chatbots is when you write a line of code, you know exactly what that's doing. With chatbots, you can ask it the same question 50 times over. You're going to get 50 different responses a lot of the time. And that's not how computers execute. That's not how they are built. They're built to be precise. They're built to do exactly as you want them to. But again, chatbots can be useful with human intervention. So make sure you're always proofreading whatever code the thing throws back at you. Tailor it to do exactly as you want to, and don't be a I'll just let it get the job done type thing, because you're going to get burned. I've gotten burned. You're going to get burned. Um, so I guess what's going on here is my brain's not working quite right. What am I going to try and do with this? I don't think you can call back with this right now. Maybe you could. Dude, I must have been so tired. Go to Pentest Monkey. Pentest Monkey is great. They've got I think they've got a nice PHP reverse shell on there. I think those ones are for like when you're in an actual environment. Like you can execute that as a listener on a server once you're in it, and then have it call home. This is like, I don't know. I think this is different. What am I doing, man? Well, while I think about that, some of you may view this as a waste of time. I just want to show you what a real workflow for one of these looks like. Because you see people doing CTF write-ups and crap. Everyone makes it look so easy. What you don't see is the hours spent struggling. So my goal in this series is to show you like what someone who enjoys this stuff, does it a decent amount, what their workflow looks like. You're going to see my failures. Okay, look at this. We got some work. Oh, okay, so Tuno. Tuno is your VPN, so let's grab that VPN IP address. I connected to the Boot2Root platform with VPN. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to rig up my own PHP code. Okay, so when I said earlier I don't know how PHP code, I can read it. I mean, I can write basic stuff, but I'm not going to be able to just like slap down like 150 lines from memory like I can from Python, just because I use Python so much. Let's see, port 5556, chunk equals, what am I chunking? Oh, probably the data back. Maybe I thought I'd just take a stab at it. What are you doing, dude? Did I get it to go? Nope. Delete, delete. So you see, I mean, think about what's going through my head right now. I mean, I'm probably like, oh, I'll write this PHP code, and then you see my flaw as a human being. I'm not like a wizard with PHP. I do think I need to get better with it. I absolutely need to get better with it. Can read it fine. I mean, look, I forgot to put a $sign in front of the variables right there. Anyways, it's just so many different languages, a lot of different syntaxes. Get good with like what you need. You know, everybody should know Python. And I mean, honestly, if you're going to be pen testing, you got to know Python and Bash. I mean, let's be realistic here. You really got to know at least both of those at an intermediate level. Some sort of, maybe not Bash, but some sort of shell language. C shell, corn shell. I don't know who uses that. Z shell's good. I mean, of course, I guess that's not really a language, but anyways. Okay, so I'm trying to put the IP address and the port and have it what? Listen. So So we added our Tuno address. Yep, which is the VPN. Yeah, that's our VPN. So that would be, let's say you're on an actual target, a real engagement. Oh, as I say there, yeah, you would need like ngrok or one of those things that routes the stuff straight to your local computer. And you would just replace it with that address and it would handle all the routing for you. But for this case, we don't need that. So if you're not connected via ngrok, you cannot have a machine call home. So I don't know what sort of, I guess, protections ngrok has against this sort of stuff, but um, that's what I typically use. So sorry about the slow internet. Blah blah blah. What am I doing here? Oh, listener, set up a netcat listener -NLVP and 5556. That's our port that we're listening on. Um, so you saw that I told the PHP code to call to my IP address and then 5556. So we set up a listener, save the page, and give it a whirl. And I don't think this code works because that's invalid PHP code that I'm looking at on my screen right now. So I think that's what we're doing, right? Yeah. Oh, and there's the mouse jiggle for the slow internet. It's slow, I think, because it's over a VPN. Okay, yeah. I guess that could make sense. So that's what we're attempting to do. We're opening a port on our local machine at 5556, port 5556, and that's just an arbitrary port. You just have to choose one that's not in use. And then we tell the PHP code on the website, hey, call back to this IP address at this port, and we'll be listening. So we're listening for it. So now we're gonna go visit a 404 page, our 404 page. What is this? Oh, I misspelled themes, I think. Yeah, backspace. And notice here it doesn't hang. And if you check, we didn't get a connection. Why? Because my PHP code's invalid. So I know this part is grueling to kind of watch, just because it's a repeated failure. But again, you just need to watch the workflow. I'm working a little slow right now. What am I doing? Think, Nico, think. It's like I visited it. What happened? Why didn't it work? Okay, go back. So we're going to go look at the code, see what I did wrong. Theme editor, back to the 404 page, right? Yep, back to the 404 page. Check in. Yeah, I mean, a better attempt would have been to at least put the $sign in front of the S. You know, I mean, that's how you set a variable in PHP. I don't know what the hell I was thinking right now. It's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Ain't no shame in it. Nope, that's not gonna help. This is good though. I mean, this is a critical part. This is getting shell access. So this is important. What am I trying to do? Call S? That's just setting a socket object or something, right? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Okay. No, am I checking that again? I actually don't know what I was doing here. Checking. Oh, am I going to try another one of these? Shellcode. PHP reverse shell. It's not helpful at all. No. Welcome to. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Go to Pentest Monkey or something. Pentest Monkey's good. Oh, there we go. Only took me like 20 minutes. Okay, good. So we're at Pentest Monkey. A lot of comments in there. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Yep, copy all of that. Come on. There, there we go. All right, Control C that. And what are you doing? Oh, goodbye to my crappy PHP code. Okay, so now we've got some pretty good stuff right there. Yeah, Pentest Monkey's great, and honestly, after watching this, probably not going to use anything other than Pentest Monkey. Okay, so we go back to find our VPN IP address, and again, that could be ngrok, but we were over VPN, so great. And then we're going to put 5556, again, just an empty port on our machine, so it doesn't collide with any other traffic, and it's not in use. That was idiotic. At least I recognized it. That's okay. It's okay, Nico. You're doing your best. No worries. Sorry you had to see that. All right. Those shells I are for when are for are a little different. True. It's for when you're actually in the server, I think. But no worries. No one's perfect. All right. Actually, honestly, I'm not that good with PHP. I don't really know what those ones were. I've used those before for like just executing from command line, I guess. I mean, it's just opening a socket connection. It's all it's really doing, so I don't know. Did I save it? What am I doing? Just go visit the... Oh, I was looking for the 404 page. Uh-oh. Okay, that's okay. What about the tab right next to it? Oh, no. That's just that base 64 shit. WordPress themes? No, not themes. Themes. Yep. Slash what? 2020? Was that what it was? What is the file path again of the WordPress themes? I mean, I remembered it in the earlier. See, sometimes when you're just like, your brain's just, you just forget stuff. That's okay. Very hard to watch, though. Themes 2020. No, 2020. No, not 20/20. Well, that's not going to work, Nico. He's like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Dude, am I going to look it up again? I think I look it up again. Do I find it? Do I find it? It's the slash between 2020. Okay. Stack Overflow says I'm right. That's great. Oh, there it is. He got it. He found it. Okay, good. Oh, now see, look at how it's hanging. Oh, yep. So that means we've probably got a callback on our netcat port that we opened up. Can't find it, but nope. One more. Yep, see, and there we go, bin shell. Now we have shell access to this website, which is great. Because before all we could do was access the front end. Now we can actually execute commands. So I think I'm going to explain that here. So visiting the 404 page will execute that PHP code. Yeah. I mean, we kind of went over that already, but I guess it's nice to see an explanation. You can tell because when we visit the file path, the 404 file path, it will hang almost. Yeah, it does. It hangs. It's because it can't render the page because the code's still quote unquote executing. We got a callback from our reverse shell. Yes, we do. Which is what I'm pointing out right there. Man, too many tabs open. Yep. Everything's working. What am I looking for right now? Notice how it's hanging. Yeah. Okay. Great. Continuing on. Okay. So at this point, we are in the web server. We have gotten our initial access to the server. What am I doing here? Echo. We are in the system. Yes, we are. Okay. So, gonna wanna. Isn't the shell already stabilized though? No. PTY, good library for stabilizing our shells. Just makes it a little more user friendly to what you're used to on a standard Unix machine. Can't use clear though. Bummer. Yeah, so I mean, you guys have all seen this before, I would think. It's just a standard Linux file system. So home, we got Eliana and Ubuntu. Home, Eliana. Okay, so cat user. Oh, hint.txt. Eliana's user password is hidden in the system. Find it. I think we already did. Oh, we already found Eliana's password when we read WordPress config. Oh, no, I know what it was. That was just the WordPress password. Switch user Eliana, and then what? I go to grab the WordPress config password if I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, no, that's not going to work because her user password might be different than her WordPress password. I mean, some of them might be the same, but I guess you'll probably run into this situation more than not when the passwords are different. Yeah, look, dude, I'm sitting there trying to, like, am I typing it in wrong? Look, I literally, instead of copying and pasting, I type it. I told you I was a tweak with this stuff. Like, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Which I guess is good, but yeah, so. Doesn't work, so password's different. Of course, I guess, I don't know, because I already tried SSHing in with it. Could an SSH password be different than a system password? I don't know. I actually couldn't tell you. I'm sure people who are more experienced than I on Unix systems could probably tell you, but hey, man, you all deserve better, right? Go find your local Linux wizard and ask them if SSH passwords can be different than system passwords. Anyways, what am I doing? Echo. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. No shit. Okay, so let's see. We've got always good to check our bash history files, our sudo as admin successful. I don't know what that is. I guess what it sounds like. It's good to check those hidden files, because you never know what you're gonna get. And honestly, I probably should have ran a history command on this, which basically tells you all the commands that people have run on your system up to X number. I can't remember what it is. So those are good if you compromise a system. A history command is a great starting point, but I don't believe I did that here. Echo oops. Cat bash history. No, we're not allowed to even read that. I guess I could have told you that from the LSLA, but I don't know. I guess a guy can hope, right? Processing, thinking. Come on, kid, what you got? Let's see. Will he get it? I think we'll get it. Let's try something else. Oh, I know what I did here. So those were just WordPress creds. Yes, thank you. Oops. Should have known when the SSH failed. Yeah, good point. Oh, and it looks like I didn't finish my statement, and it's screwing me up. My gosh. Just put a quote. Just put a quote. That's all you got to do. Just put a quote. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, so I got some commands saved on my system because a lot of them are long and it's hard to just memorize the syntax of these long ass commands. Yeah, I'm sure there's wizards out there that have it. Yeah, I could hit the man docs and figure it out, but if I use them often, why not just save them? And also, it's a good checklist to have, like when you're going through it, because there is a lot of stuff to remember, honestly. I mean, I've been working on Linux systems for like 5 years, and I mean, you see me still Googling, you see me still saving my commands. It's like, it's easy. I mean, I guess I could Google it, but I don't know. If you want like a specific command you really like, this is a really good one. This shows you all files owned by, no, not owned by Eliana. I can't remember what this one does. Okay, well, we're just looking for files from user Eliana, and it's piping a lot the errors that we'll see. No permission, and I can't remember what the other one was. You'll see in the command. No permission and no such. Filters those out so it doesn't pollute our terminal screen. Oh, I had to reset the connection. Oops. Oh, because I control C'd it. That's one thing that does suck. If you've got a reverse shell on a system and you control C it, it'll terminate the connection and you'll have to recall it home, which blows, but that's okay. We can just go through again and stabilize our shell, and then we'll run this Unix command. And it's going to take a while. I mean, it's starting at the root directory. You can see find /. That's our root directory. And it's going to go look. And it's going to execute those grep expressions. And boom, this is what we got. We got some interesting files. Hint.txt, user.txt, yup. Echo. These are all files we can cat out. That's not true, because some of those are going to say permission denied. Good thought, though. Go to the etc mysql config.d/private.txt. What are you doing? That's the only one we haven't seen before. Echo, maybe not. Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm such a clown sometimes. Alright, there we go. Now we're cooking. Look at that. Yeah, cat that out. Yeah, and that's another thing that's stupid too. I don't think you can hit tab. Well, if you do hit tab, it might register it, but you can't see it, so you don't know. Boom. User Eliana password. Easy, right. Yeah, that was real easy, huh? It only took me, 45 minutes to find that user flag? Whatever. Switch user works. Look at that. Finally, Eliana. Yeah, that was a lot. Good. Good work. LS home. No, don't LS, just cat. Oh, see right there. Yeah, I think just muscle memory. I hit tab and it just said U, but it filled in user.txt because that is user.txt. So go dash base 64-D. Yep. I think I explained earlier. Base 64-D is just decoding base 64 text. It's just reading from standard input, and then it's just going to pump it out to the terminal. So did I miss the flag? Do I not see the flag? What is this? It's right below. It's literally right below you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I can't figure out what that is. Yeah, I still don't know what that is. It's weird. If anybody knows what that is, leave that in the comments, would you? I don't. I couldn't figure that out. Look, it's messing me up. I'm going to the decoder. Like, what did I do wrong? Dude, I must have not seen the flag. What the hell? Come on, man. Oh, there. It only took me like, hey, better late than never, right? So we do see the flag, which is great. Now what? Dude, I'm still confused. Look at that. I'm still confused. Echo. Oh, echoing a new line. Okay, that's smart. Yeah, because I do honestly, I really don't know what that crap is on that second line from the bottom. Okay, well either way, I should have done another echo after the base 64-D, but whatever, that's fine. No worries. Sometimes spacing weird. Yeah, it is. So you see THM. Yep. Now we get root. Yeah, we do. So I mean, root.txt is definitely going to be um, sudo-l. What can I run as sudo? SoCat, which is interesting. You know, I never had done privesc through SoCat until I started playing Boot2Root, which is strange, which I don't know why SoCat would be. I mean, it must just be for the game, but I don't know why SoCat would be. So privilege escalation, yeah. See, ain't no shame in Googling. Do you think these friggin' like senior pen testers aren't Googling? You're wrong. Everybody's Googling. I mean, you can't, there's no way you can just remember all this junk. So we got a nice article from hackingarticles.india. Figures. How to do a privesc through SoCat. I'm gonna assume you guys are aware. I don't know who's exactly watching these videos, but privilege escalation is basically typically when you gain initial access on a system, you're just going to be like a standard user. You're not going to be administrator. Privilege escalation is a form of getting more rights or access on a system. Standard users don't have the same rights or access that a administrator would. So SoCat has root privileges. It does. It can be run as root. We will use this as our vector. Yeah, let's hope so. So basically, once you're, if you get root on a machine, it basically means you can control the entire thing, unless app armor is enabled. But that's okay. Yeah, you're not gonna find that too much. So let's see, what are we doing? Sudo SoCat spawns a root shell. Well, shit, dude, just try that. What are you doing? It's not good enough for you? So yeah, I took a note on it because apparently I had used that before. Nope, we're going to go look at this random article instead. It's not the best play. For this, we need the writing element to shown. Oh, okay. So I guess we're going to try to do it somehow through this. What did I get this? I can't remember. SoCat's like kind of like a netcat. It's just a way to talk between two systems via command line. It's a little lower level. Actually, I don't think that's true. I mean, I think netcat and SoCat are about the same thing. But again, what do I know? I could be wrong. TCP4 listen. So notice I'm using port 5557. Why? Because port 5556 is taken up by our other shell, our other connection. So if I did port 5557, it would probably throw me some error that says address already in use or some crap like that, which is fine. We've got 65,000 plus ports to choose from. Not too worried about it. But, I mean, I would just, if I were you, I mean, to safe bets of port above 10,000. If you've got stuff running on ports above 10,000, I don't honestly know what you're running, but a safe check would be to use SS command, which is a sockets command, I believe, and it'll list you all the active connections on your machine, all the active ports on your machine, and then you can just kind of pick one that's not in use. So you could just do an SS command with I think there's a couple flags you need on it. SS dash whatever flags it is, and then just pipe that into grep the port that you want to open up on, and if nothing returns, then great, open that port up for your reverse shell. So what am I doing here? Okay, so I set shell on, no, I set opening up another port on the left. Oh, cool. Okay, so we've got, it's talking, which is good. See test, hi. Yeah, it's showing up on both screens, which is good. It's getting sent through our connection. This is now getting shared on both terminals. Watch the bottom left. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So you get a feel for how SOCAT works. It works. Thanks, Google. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's just text sharing, whatever. It's just another way to send data via port-to-port connection. Pretty sure you can do that through Netcat. I know you can do it through programming languages like Python, and definitely can do it through PHP. Probably, well, you can do it through honestly any programming language, I would think. Maybe not HTML. HTML is not even a programming language; it's a markup language. But anyways, oh, I killed my connection on accident. Gotta go reset it. See, that's the stuff that's a pain, dude. I mean, how many times have I reset my connection here? Like 3, 4? I mean, what a pain in the butt, dude. Yep, back to, oh. Oh, there, that's the issue. Okay. Yep, one more. There it goes, hanging. Okay, good. So I think what we're going to do is import PTY, stabilize that shell. Oh no, I have to switch the user back, that's right. Oh, what a pain. See, that's what kind of stinks, man. You make all this progress and then you just have to redo it if you, by muscle memory, hit Control C. So whatever I just tried with SOCAT didn't work because all it did was send text back and forth. Yep, okay, I'm gonna stabilize that shell again. Stand by. Yep, good. Stabilized. Come on, man. I guess I'm trying to pop a shell through the instructions. Am I doing that on the wrong? No, that's the right. Machine. I think that's the right machine. Okay. So bin shell is where, bin sh I should say, is where our standard shell binary lives. In case, I don't know if you've seen that, exec is just a directive that just says execute it. call this file. Everything on Unix is a file. Even our executables, those are all files. So, yeah, struggling. Look at this. I can't figure out why it's not working. I couldn't even tell you why it's not working right now. I should probably go study up on that. Control C it. Yeah, get that crap out of the terminal. Probably going to Control C this too. Then I have to reset the connection again. Yeah, number 4. Back to port 556. Wait, is he going to get smart? Up. He did get smart. You don't have to retype the whole thing in. Stabilize again, which honestly, I should probably just switch the user first and then stabilize our shell, but doesn't matter. Echo, let's try a different way. Okay. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Exactly 2 addresses required. There's 0 option H for help. Oh, I'm just saying screw that article. So cat. Nope, not reverse shell. Privesc. Next one. The result shell is not proper TTY and lacks the prompt. Don't care. Does it get the job done? Yup. Control C. I think I had that in my notes anyways. What are you doing, dude? Oh, the sudo. Yeah. Nope, we don't know the password for wdata, dude. Actually, we might. It might be the WordPress password, but I'm not sure. We don't know for sure. Dude, I don't know why I didn't just upload a shell via FTP. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably could have done that if the put command was available on FTP. I didn't even test that. And then just have that crap call home. That's okay, whatever. We'll do it this way. Easy, right? Who am I? Yes, thank you. No, don't. Again, stabilizing it. Bin shell. Yep. See, everybody thinks this stuff is like exciting. Some of it's kind of just boring, dude. Just doing the same crap over and over again. So, yep. Who am I? Root. Oh, finally. After like an hour, dude. Holy cow. Stabilize it again. Because, we switched users, so I've got that command grilled and drilled into my memory. Oh my gosh. Root. Yes, we are root. So now we can read our root.txt, which typically on Boot2Roots will sit in root/root.txt. Yeah, see. Base 64. One more step. No. What are you doing? Oh, I forgot it's the little dock thing. Okay. Echo -n. Yup. Base 64-D. Throw it in there. Look at that flag. Beautiful. So we are successfully root, and we successfully read a root owned file. Look at that. That's great. And we finally got the flag. Yes, we did. So What are we doing here? Exit. Oh, just some cleanup. Thank you for watching. Yep. If you made it this far. Everyone noticed the struggles. Yeah, there were a lot of struggles and tests I went through on an easy box. This was an easy ranked box. I'm glad that I struggled because it showcased what a real workflow looks like. Yeah, that is true. People in. Oh, yeah, I already told you guys this. Well, I'm glad that my old self was thinking it too. Often make it look easy. Yeah, stick with it and enjoy the failures. Till next time.